Picture this. It's 1997. I'm recently married. I've moved hundreds of miles away from home, and I'm walking on eggshells around my husband. I had low confidence and little to no knowledge of my value. Fast forward to now, where I'm happily married, 30 years might I add, and I still date my husband and I love him to pieces, and I have swept those eggshells right on out of my life. We recently returned from a trip from Italy, and we have even more plans for international travel. Life is good. If I can stack the decks in my favor and live my dream life, one that I absolutely love, I know you can too. Keep watching this video so that I can help you sweep those eggshells that you find yourself walking on away as well. Stick around and let me help you stand up tall and not shrink behind someone because you're not quite sure of your own value. This is the place where you learn how to leverage your personal brand to get the things you want. In this video, I'm going to share with you 3 mistakes that you could possibly be making that are preventing you from living your dream life. Let's get started. The first mistake that you could be making is that you have no foundation. What is your foundation, you might ask? Well, your foundation is personal mastery. You have to master you. You have to understand yourself inside and out. And unfortunately, this does require work. It is not something that you can farm out. You can't go to the store and purchase it. There isn't a coach that can give it to you. You have to do the work yourself. Personal mastery is about introspection and finding self-awareness. There is a statistic that says only about 12% of us are actually self-aware. That means you probably are in a position to do a little work yourself. So the first thing that you have to do is build a strong foundation, and that is with personal mastery. If you don't know what you need to do and be your best, odds are you're going to show up to things afraid to take the risk. You're going to feel that imposter syndrome and like your value isn't there. You won't try new things, and the worst thing yet is that you could be influenced in a way that is counterproductive to what it is you really want out of your life. The next thing that'll happen if you don't have a solid foundation is that you could run into stagnation or paralysis analysis. You won't be able to make decisions the way you really need to build a life that you love, to build your dream life. You will be paralyzed with the decision making that is necessary. You won't know how each decision connects to your why or how you can use your strengths to obtain whatever it is that you want to obtain. So you don't want to stay stuck. You don't want to be complacent. Building a solid foundation with personal mastery is going to help you stay in the know to what it is you need to do and be your best and continue to move forward in building your dream life. So if you don't want that to happen, start now. Build a solid foundation with personal mastery and creating your own personal operating system. And then you will avoid mistake number 1. Let's move on to mistake number 2. Now, before we go any further, I want to let you know about something so exciting. I have recently started a Substack. It is called the Agile Leader. And inside the Substack, we are going to be talking about a variety, a plethora of ways that you'll be able to use your personal brand to leverage who you are to get the things that you want. There will be case studies. There will be real-time situations that I'm in. I'm giving you my personal stories. We're going to be talking about various things that happen throughout the week and industry standards that we need to be thinking about and how we can apply our personal brand to them. So if that sounds like something you love, please use the link in the description to go ahead and subscribe to my Substack. I've already got my first one up. I'm still working out my cadence, so bear with me. But one way that you can help me with that is to tell me what type of information you want to know. How do you want to use your personal brand, but you're not quite sure how? Or is it a situation where you don't even have a personal brand developed and you need to know how? Let me know in the comments below and tell me what type of information you want the Substack to provide. And girl, I will make sure it happens. Furthermore, here on this channel, we are also talking about how to go from an ambitious and high-performing woman to being that woman authentically within your life. So I'm going to talk to you about how to use what I talk about to leverage who you are and gain clarity and be able to lead better, be able to leverage yourself in a way that you are showing up in the room with your value and you are owning it. So if that sounds like something, definitely hit the subscribe button. I want you in my community, become one of the bosses. And all you got to do is hit that subscribe button, click that notification bell, leave a comment down below so that I can tell you, like, we can get into it. We can become bosses. We can have our committee meetings right here on the channel. I just made that up. I don't even know where that came from. But anyway, go ahead and subscribe to my Substack. I'll have all that information in the description and in the first pinned comment of this video. All right, let's dig into this second mistake that I just pray that I can help you with today. And that is, you have no vision. You have no vision. You have no idea. You're just kind of in la land. And this is having a growth mindset. Again, I talked about that personal mastery piece, and that's how you know where you need to grow. When you know what you're good at, where your strengths lie, you can then determine those areas of growth that are necessary. Or even when you have those strengths, you will be able to determine the areas where you need to support that strength. You need to get better. Maybe that you could strengthen your strength, become even more of an expert, take it to the next level. That growth mindset is so important here. And if you don't have a vision, it's possible that instead of a growth mindset, you have a scarcity mindset and you're unable to move forward because you are afraid. You have fear around the growth. You don't really know what you want to accomplish. And because of that, I said this earlier today to someone, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything, is that saying. The same goes here. If you don't know where you're going, any road will get you there. And so having a growth mindset and understanding your personal mastery will help you determine where it is you need to go, what vision you need to have for yourself. And from that vision, you'll be able to set those goals. You also need to, with your vision, use and know what your unique value proposition actually is. You are valuable. You are like a snowflake. There is no one like you. No one has the same combination of experience, influence, perspective, or passion. No one has the exact same combination. So you are so unique. All you need to do is determine what that unique value is that you want to bring to the table. What is your unique approach to the subject matter that you're talking about, to the area that you are in, whatever influence it is you want to have? How can you set yourself apart? That is how you find your vision. All right, guys, let's move into our final mistake that I just pray you are not making. And that is, you have no plan. Okay? You don't know what goals to set. You don't know what plan you need to help you achieve the goal. You don't know what actions you need to take to work the plan to achieve the goal. You don't know. You just have this idea of what your life is supposed to look like, but you have no idea how to go from where you are to that vision. You don't have a plan. You don't have a plan to measure the success that you may have already achieved because you didn't do due diligence on the top of your actions when you first started going after that goal. You don't know. So you don't have a way to measure it and then duplicate it. So maybe you started a business and you grew it to one section, you got to one level, but now you need to figure out how to scale. Well, you didn't do the measuring. You didn't do your due diligence. And so now you don't have a plan to move forward. You don't have a roadmap that can help you. Also, when it comes to not having a plan, you don't have anyone that you can look to. There's no one that is inspiring you, because you're not really sure about your why in the first place. You're not really sure about sort of what that next level should be. So there's no way you could know what plan you need. There's no way you could have an idea about the actions that you need to take because you don't have a plan. You don't have anyone that's inspiring you. You're not even inspiring yourself, girl, because you don't have the personal mastery piece. So you don't even know your why or how to continue to thrive and to grow and continue to be the expert and seek knowledge and and grow just on your own. So you can't possibly have a plan. You can't possibly have a plan. So you need to make sure that that is something that you're thinking about this year. How are you going to set yourself up for success? How are you going to not just have the goal, but how are you going to apply who you are, your strengths and your desires to the goals that you have, that you want to set for yourself, so that you can create the appropriate plan and then have those actions, establish those actions that you need to then go after that plan and make it happen. Okay? You need a plan. So if you miss that, you're making a mistake. If you're trying to wing it, if you're trying to just go with the flow, if you are grasping at straws, looking at digital marketing, using AI, letting it plan things for you, but not having a foundation to start off with, you can be going in the absolute wrong direction because you are not in control of the situation. And when you are in control, you will have a plan. When you are in control, you will have a plan and you will have actions to support that plan. And you might take AI to help you with those actions to determine like what actions need to be taken in order for you to work a specific plan. You may even know what your why is and understand what your goal is. And if you can plug in your strengths and limitations and desires and non-negotiables, and you can plug in what you're already doing and who you're serving, and you know your why, you can plug all those things in because you are self-aware. You've done that personal mastery piece. You could potentially get a great plan. You could get a great plan and then furthermore dive deeper and get those actions required to work the plan with AI. But you still need that foundation. You still need that foundation. All right, guys, I think that does it. These are mistakes that are easily fixable. All you have to do is create that personal operating system so that you will have that framework. You will have done that personal mastery piece. You will know what your vision is. You will be able to create a plan and have those actions to help you achieve the plan that will then in turn help you achieve the goal. Don't continue to make these mistakes. Go ahead, dive in, get that personal operating system, that personal mastery together so that all of these other things will fall right into place very easily. I hope this video was helpful. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell. Join me again next week for another video. Also, don't forget, I do have a new Substack, The Agile Leader. Please check it out as well. And leave a comment and tell me what you think. Have you made any of these mistakes? Are you struggling in any of these areas? And was this video helpful to help you recognize some mistakes that you could possibly be making? Leave a comment down below. Let me just stop. Let me just say this again. Please leave a comment down below. It's very helpful if you talk to me and we engage after these videos. It's also very helpful if you hit the subscribe button if you like what you thought today. There's more coming down the pipeline. All right, again, I'll let you go. I appreciate you if you stuck around this long. Thank you for being a part of the Boss Squad, and I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.